that's a harsh thing to say, but I mean, you seem very adamant about this, and you seem very passionate about what you're talking about. Why are you so angry at this case? I mean, why is it? What is it about it that's compelled you to phone in and voice your opinion? What is so interesting about this case for you?
Like I said before, Fred, there's too many stories that are making the papers and the media these days about kids getting hurt, jumped, attacked, beat up on at house parties or whatnot. And it's got to stop here. It really does. And like I'm sure you're familiar with the Michael Levy case where the guy was attacked with an axe at a house at a party in Missouri.
I am, yes.
Apparently they got all the guys that are involved in that case, and I guess they're all doing time or whatnot. But for this case here, one guy came forward and didn't want to turn his buddies, and the police arrested another guy who thinks he was the aggressor. I mean, come on, let's make an example out of these guys. Show our justice system, hey, the law needs to be tougher on these kids here. They really do. People are getting away with murder these days, and it makes me sick.
Yes, I understand what you're saying totally there. And I think you made a good point earlier. I mean, the mother was making a statement that she thought her kid could not possibly be violent. There was no possible way that the girlfriend said that. And you made a good point. The parents aren't there after dark, and I know that some of the kids that I've worked with in the past or known are completely different when their parents aren't around, or when they're even just when they're around a bunch of their friends or get a little bit of alcohol in them. I think you do make a valid point that maybe it's possible that some parents don't know their kids very well, and you think maybe the mother just doesn't know any better in this case.
That's what I think. I think mom's just looking at her as at her baby boy, just like I said, as a baby, and that he can do no wrong whatsoever. But mom's got to learn to cut the umbilical cord here and realize her baby boy isn't a baby boy anymore, and if he breaks the law, he's got to be held accountable.
Well, interestingly enough, I had the opportunity to talk to both the mother and this kid's brother, and they both said that, I mean, if they thought that he had been involved, then they would have no problem with him going to jail, because that would be, the cause and effect. You do something wrong, you pay the consequence. They would be okay with that. But they are convinced, just based on their own opinion. The brother said he was there with the 17-year-old at the party, knows for sure that he wasn't involved in the assault because he was just sitting there, but neither the Crown nor the defense ever asked the brother to testify, even though he said, I was an eyewitness to the fact that my brother never left the house during the assault. Just strange stuff going on here. And again, the reasons for judgment, there just didn't seem to be any real physical evidence. And what it just came down to is that this gas station employee was just straight up a better witness. Is that justice?
The gas station attendant was a better witness?
Well, the eyewitness to the crime was a better witness than the kid who was charged with committing it. The judge said that basically the story that the 17-year-old T said did not have a, quote, ring of credibility about it. And while the judge believed the eyewitness's account instead, that's what it basically came down to. He said, she said, but the judge went with the she said.
Well, her testimony was probably a little bit more believable than this kid's. The witness is a kid now. That's probably why they decided not to bring the brother to the stand and ask him. But honestly, Fred, kids today are out of control. Parents should be looking at their kids every time before they leave the house, saying that they're going to a friend's house, they're going to a party, and they're going to go party up and be back at 1 or 2. That's not right. Back in the day when I was 16, 17 years old, I was never out that late. My parents raised me right. We had strict rules. I was to be home at a certain time. They had to know where I was at all times possible. Nowadays, if you ask the average parent where their kid is at 10 o'clock at night, they're going to say one thing, but chances are that kid's not going to be there. It's not going to be at little Joey's house. He's going to be trying to get ripped up in some parking lot or in a park somewhere with his friends smoking dope and drinking beer. I think the kids have to I think the parents have to put a little tighter leash on their kids these days, or stuff like this is going to happen.
I know a couple of 15-year-olds who are into drinking on the weekend at parties. One of them was at a party last week and ended up puking so bad he couldn't make it to work the next morning.
Fred, you got to stop hanging. Yeah, Fred, you gotta stop hanging around 15-year-olds too. That's gotta stop as well.
Well, I haven't worked with them, and they were they just happened to be talking and telling me about the story. And I remember thinking, as they're telling me the story, I'm thinking, where are the parents? How are these 15-year-old kids allowed to get? How do they get the alcohol in the first place? And then secondly, how is it that they're allowed to stay out till 3 or 4 in the morning and get sick and puke? I think you're onto something there. There does have to be some accountability, and I don't know. Maybe that's something that judges should start taking into account as well.
Exactly, Fred. Exactly. I'm very sorry that this has happened to this kid that is very seriously hurt. I believe he still has brain damage from this. But someone's got to be held accountable. They really do. And if the police say they got their guy, then 99% chance they got their guy.